Look at you, Blueberry Pie. I have more warning signals for you. Yes, I am bullish. Yes, I buy in bear markets. Yes, you are my friend. Yes, yes, yes. I buy the red. I buy the bear market blood. I get in the depression. Everybody calls me a scammer, fraud, so I'm going to send everybody to zero. I go, yes, shout it from the rooftops and give me those cheap prices. But when it goes the other way, and I'm here to tell you that skeptics are at the end of the technology cycle, it's not nice. But you know what else isn't nice? Round tripping the next cycle all over again and learning nothing. That's not nice either. Nouriel Roubini, he's a cuck. Now, Nouriel, he actually debated Arthur Hayes. It was actually in this debate, it was the reason why Arthur went to jail, by the way. Do you want to know why? Because in the debate, Arthur, on stage, he joked and he said, yeah, you bribe people in Bahamas, but you bribe the US government too. It's just in the Bahamas, you got to bribe them with a coconut. You just got to bribe them a different way in the US. When he said that, oh, it was game over. Dead man. Within 10 months arrested. Bang. All right. This is exactly what happened. All right. So this is important to think about. Now, Nouriel Roubini was debating Arthur. Arthur is pro-Bitcoin, pro-friendship. Nouriel was anti-Bitcoin. Look what happened now, though. Nouriel Roubini, his name is Dr. Doom. He has a Bitcoin to $0 prediction. He's been saying it since 2013. He is now launching an investment token offering. Yes, token. Yes, offering. Yes, it's blockchain. The token is backed by AI, machine learning, and blockchain technology. It is part of climate change agenda. I'm telling you, hey, before you go on, please tell me where you think Nouriel Cuck Roubini is on this chart. Do you think he's an innovator like Arthur Hayes? Arthur was catching a bus from mainland China to go arbitrage Bitcoin across the lands of China. He was an innovator, visionary, early adopter. Who was early majority? John McAfee eating his willy. Vitalik season coming in 2017. Do you see? Who's a conservative? Elon Musk. Michael Saylor. Yes. El Salvador. Who's left, friends? Skeptics and laggards. You know it's true. If you don't like it, I don't really care. I'm just telling you, you know it's true. Building a digital currency for resiliency. The Atlas Climate Token. See how crazy this is? I'm telling you, man, this is not, you can't take this lightly. These are signals, you understand? I get asked all the time, how did you pick the low? How did you pick the low? How did you know? I go, well, maybe depression, maybe bankless dudes were crying, maybe there were tweets all over saying, I'm so embarrassed and sickened to be part of crypto. This whole thing's a scam. I'm going to leave. I saw all of these signs and I go, well, I feel really bad right now. But all the signs are saying that this is a bottom. All of them. Now I want to ask you something. A laggard comes in who was saying Bitcoin's going to $0 and now he's telling you, hey, we're going to release a token, climate change, digital tokens backed by the blockchain. You think this is a good idea, honestly? You think this is a good idea, friends? I'm going to play some great Spirit Crank for you again, okay? Get ready, because we're going to pump first. You know what's coming. This is your final warning. I don't want you to get wrecked in the next cycle. Peter Schiff, skeptic and laggard, saying Bitcoin's going to $0 for 10 plus years and then finally capitulates. He's now using Bitcoin to store art. Nouriel Roubini, Dr. Doom, he has now capitulated. He's offering a fund based on blockchain technology. All right. This next part hurts. I don't care. We are late to crypto. Now, more specifically, you're probably more late to Bitcoin. There is still opportunity in crypto, but we need a blue chip to be created. You see? Look where they are, friends. You see where they are? Nouriel Roubini and Peter Schiff are not innovators. They're not visionaries. Okay? You know what everyone does? I've told you. How do I tell you you're going to get scammed in the next cycle? What they're going to do is, the Bitcoin people, they always do this, right? They point this chart and they draw an arrow here. They go, you are here. You are here. The big move is coming. The big move is coming. This is propaganda put out. It's propaganda put out to get you to buy, tell your friends and family to buy so they can get out. All right? Bobby Houston asking a fantastic question. Bobby, friend of the channel. WTF? And then he says, where do we put our discretionary money now? It's a tin can. Put it in a tin can and bury it in the backyard. I mean, you got that, brother. I got no idea. The laggards are in. Well, we do know what's going on, okay? Pretty much Bitcoin, layer 0, you gotta search for more risk. The lowest hanging fruit is eaten up. You've got to go to the next tree before everybody else. That's why you look at real DeFi, PulseChain, PulseX, Hex. That's why you look for things that everybody thinks is risky. You discover information about them and then you realize, oh my gosh, they're not as risky as everyone thinks. It's just that they misunderstand them. When are they going to understand? They're going to understand when Bitcoin goes up again and they start thinking straight. But until that point happens, you got to wait. That's why they're saying strong holders will create good returns. So people who hold at the start, the coin goes up. But then what happens? Those good returns, they make a lot of weak holders. This is actually the property market. It's gone up for so long that everybody holding is now weak because you have not been rinsed. You have too many weak holders now. But then those weak holders create poor returns. Why? They're not used to losing. So when it starts losing, they go, oh, I don't feel good about this. Oh, I want to sell. That's exactly what they do. Even in Australia, I'm hearing of people that bought a house like last year and they got a quote of like, plus 3%, plus 5% on the selling price. And now it's come back to break even. They want to get out. I'm not joking. People, as soon as they can't positively gear property, they just want to get out. So, look. Whatever. I mean, you're buying the top, so you got to do that, but I'm just telling you that's the weakness here. You can't mock them because you're like, well, you're buying the top, and they're like, yeah, I know I'm buying the top, but I'm going to get out if it comes back, and I got out. So everybody else bag holding has to deal with that. That's what makes those poor returns. Guess what, though? If those poor returns go long enough, you create strong holders. Unfortunately, for many assets out there, they haven't had poor returns for long enough yet. This is a Peppy with a little pimp stick, enjoying the mountain like a druid. It's not so easy, man. You got to find edges in the market. And, look, I find edges, friends. I'm going to go through Suppoman's predictions and stuff. But look at this, okay? I posted this. Now, it wasn't the exact low, but it was like, around under 20K was Bitcoin, okay, back in 2022. Nouriel Roubini. This was liked by Goblin G, so DGen Spartan. Nouriel Roubini, the cuck, said Bitcoin is more likely to hit 10K than 30K survey finds. And that's when I actually made my post and I was like, you know what? I think we're going to hit 30K before 10K and I think you're all a little bunch of bitches and you're all wrong. Yeah, unfortunately, Richard Hart was also in the 10K camp, but I go, you know what? All the weekends are out. Doesn't matter. Look what his post from 2018, the low was. With Bitcoin down 80% from the peak, 20K to 4K, and all other cryptocurrencies down 80 to 99%, I rest my case that this crypto bubble went bust for good. I feel vindicated. So I will take a break for a few days from this toxic crypto Twitter. Waste of time to convince zealots. The low, the capitulations. But you wanted to buy a 3.5K Bitcoin, didn't you? Even a 4K. You see, he did it again. He did it again. That's why when I post these, I'm bringing it to your attention that, hey, I've spotted it again and I'm showing you what I've spotted it. So it's up to you, man. Nouriel Roubini, friends, capitulated. Bitcoin, top of the S-curve. We need another blue chip, though. We need another Ethereum. That's what carried the market. That's why I have the Ethereum logo here. This was an Ethereum cycle. You see that? Ethereum carried the cycle. Ethereum was also a big part of the next cycle. We had Chainlink and fake DeFi Uniswap, which was real DeFi back then. They carried the cycle. We're going to need new tech coming out. Is it out yet? Probably not. Probably not. I found this super exciting to see. I want to know, are we on the right track? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to blow your mind, friends, of course.
You will only create conflict.
You got to think, though. Let's go through this. The left is the asset's name. The right, the risk level. So Mr. Suppoman has risk for Solana low to mid. Illuvium, another trash coin, trash gaming coin that I found out the insiders were dumping the inflation on everybody. I made public posts about it. Also a trash coin. He gave it mid risk. Craptos, it's called Craptos. High FDV, they're going to dump on the exchanges. No innovation, one cycle grift. Also mid risk. And I noticed he gave a high risk to Hex, PulseChain, and PulseX is so risky, he didn't even add it on the list. Now, it might be there, but I don't know. But I'm just, what's going on? When you read this, some people get upset. I get excited because I've done my research and he's got it wrong. Yeah. I watched his video and I think it's inverted. I think with some basic research, you could easily tell, right? Solana is a VC dump fest. It is not anti-consensus. Bankless Ethereum maxis are making pro-Solana videos. Illuvium is a high inflation dump trash gaming coin, and gaming's going to have to change itself completely because they make new games anyway. Okay? People are not in crypto to play games, friends. You don't need a game when you're gambling. You understand? Gambling's the best freaking game in the world. People bet on horses and dogs. They don't need to change the sport. They just give us something to bet on. Craptos, high risk. They're all high risk. Hex and PulseChain and PulseX are lower risk. Why? Low price. You have no VCs. You have no unlocks. Hex is a finished product. PulseChain and PulseX, they can be upgraded, but technically they're finished as well. So many advantages. There are 180 content creators. Where are the 180 content creators for Solana? Oh, that's right. They're bought by the VCs so they can dump. Now, that's a bit tongue-in-cheek. There are a lot of NFT people on Solana, but you get the point. Where are the Illuvium content creators? Where are the Craptos content creators? There are none. Zero. There's none. They don't exist. Okay? 180 content creators. I get a prostate exam from Hexologist every Wednesday. He ain't renaming to the Polkadotologist. He doesn't want to get a Ripple lab coat. He's a doctor. He's a hexologist. Okay? They're not changing. There you go. You know this. So all of these, it gives you an idea. Wow, the market's mispriced something. Okay, that's what we want to see. I don't like seeing everyone agree with me. If I do, I'm like, oh man, that means I'm the coper. I've got my whole idea wrong. You don't want to see that. Once you see that, it means it's priced in. It means you can't even find everybody to take the other side of the view. That means everybody's in. Everyone's agrees. You've learned something today, friends. There are more laggards and skeptics in crypto than we think. So what does this mean? It just means, look, I explained to my friend TT, we don't know where Bitcoin's going to stop. No one does. We're not even going to pretend to know. But I'm just telling you, I look to my left and to my right, and I sniff everyone's chair, and I can see a problem. The problem is zero Bitcoin forecasts are $100,000 and below. Zero. Okay? None of them have 99,000 and less. None. All of them are 100K plus. The crowd is 130K average. I don't know where we're going to land. I hope we go higher. I'm just telling you, all these analysts give a 0% probability for Bitcoin to stop at $99,000 and below. I'm looking at them thinking, I don't know where it lands, but I know 0% is the wrong odds. Because I'm thinking, wow, you can't give me one good reason why we never hit 100K. That's weird because I can find like 6. And unfortunately, I know you know what the game is now. What they think are bullish reasons are actually bearish reasons. For example, they think, oh, we got the ETF now. You see what I mean? They think good news is the start of everything big. They don't know that the ejaculation, volcanic eruption of the good news is the tops. They don't know that, right? Coinbase IPO, volcanic eruption. Bitcoin, futures ETF, volcanic eruption up here. And also in bear markets, FTX collapse, volcanic explosion, nuclear bomb. That was the bottom. They marked the top and the bottom. You got to put 2 and 2 together, friends. I don't know what the real odds are going to be. I'll just tell you right now. If you believe there's a 0% chance that Bitcoin's going to be $99,000 or below, you think there's 0% chance, I'm just good luck to you. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, tell mom and dad. There is a greater than 0% chance things don't go to plan. We're going to be watching. Catch you very soon.